it's Erica and I'm back from vacation, so I want to show you what I bought. So yeah, I just got off a really long flight not too long ago, and here are the items. So I have 3 packages. So these are not purchased in the same place. So let's start with this one. I have a box and I put it in my carry-on luggage. When I purchased it, they had little Ziploc bags, so I'm gonna pull these out. So this is from the Aloha Stadium Swap Meet, and this time I only saw like a couple plant stalls. They had a tent that had plumerias and a tent that had air plants, but that's all I spotted. So, I mean, I didn't go through every stall, so sorry about that light. So this is the Tillandsia tectorum, and you know, this is pretty common. You see them all over the place, but this was only $10, so I decided to get it. Normally it's about 12 or more, so yeah, Sandy had one that she got, now I'm blanking out, I forget where. Oh, I think it was at the Boston Flower and Garden Show. But yeah, it's super fuzzy. So it's a little different from the other ones that are not as fuzzy. So this is supposed to take a little less water. And then these were 3 for $10. So love the red color. So I'm not sure if the color will stay, but there was another lady purchasing plants and said hers stayed red for a really long time. So I initially thought it would only turn red when it blushes before blooming. So I'm not sure what the name of this is, but I'm pretty sure it'll be easy to look up because of the red color. Let me put those here. And then I got another air plant. This is actually not at the same place. This was at a supermarket. So the Foodland supermarket. This one had a bunch of plants. I love the really beautiful tropical flowers that they have, like the heliconias and the gingers. They have them as cut flowers. Oh, and anthuriums. And they're amazing. But they also have house plants for sale. So they had like the regular philodendrons, pothos, they had ferns. They also had anthuriums that were mounted on lava rock, which was really cool because you don't see that around here, or at least I don't in the Northeast. But this one has a name. This one was $6.99, and it says it's a Tillandsia Gardneri. And it also says partial sun, medium water on the tag, so it has Kira on it too. And as you can see, the bottom leaves will face downwards and the top leaves point upwards. And this one is also fuzzy, but of course not as fuzzy as the tectorum. And yeah, it's pretty cool, so I had to get it. It's cheap. I thought it was cheap, at least. Okay, so now let's see, orchids. This one got a little abused in shipping and transporting around, so unfortunately the flowers look kind of worse for wear, and I think I knocked a flower off as well. Yeah, so here's the name. This is Ascosendra, I think, Jukich Orange. So with any Vanda orchids, they like to be dried out between waterings, but they do really like humid temperatures, humid air and warm temperatures. Warm to hot, I think. I'll have to research that. And I had to twisty tie the roots because they were really, really long. But this is a cute little Vanda orchid, or Vandaceous orchid. Put that right here. Okay, so it looks like, let me grab the other orchids. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention, I got these at Olomana Orchids, and okay, the orchid bark is all over the place, but as you can see, I just wrapped it in newspaper, and this is a Dendrobium microchip. So this is a smaller size orchid. I wouldn't call it miniature, but it's pretty mini, and it has little white flowers, and it's the Latoria type Dendrobium. And yeah, I like the Latoria type. I think this is sunburn. There is one black spot on it, so but I'm not too concerned about that. So yeah, that is one orchid. And there's one more in here. Again, I just got some newspaper and wrapped it up. Okay, so this is the Epicatlia Renee Marquise, or Marquez, and it has, let's see, yellow and green flowers. I always wanted one. They're really pretty. This one might be a couple years from blooming since it's so small, so I'll have to wait, but I really wanted one. This is the first time I've seen one for sale in person. I've seen them in bloom before in person, but not ones for sale. So I had to get it. So these three orchids were from Olomana Orchids, and yeah, I love my orchids. I'm trying to get smaller orchids nowadays. As you can see, there's pretty small ones. There was a huge, gigantic Mossier Cattleya, or Cattleya Mossier that I wanted to get, but it wasn't for sale. I think they said they were going to use, that was their mother plant basically. Okay, now to the IAEA Orchid Show. I bought one plant there. I didn't get any orchids, but I did get something. I unpotted this because I was told in the past, when I ship any plants back, I should wash all the soil off. So here it is. So it's I think this is called a curly Sue, the common name for this epiphyllum. And as you can see, it's because the leaves are curly. They had other epiphyllums, larger plants, for only a couple dollars more, but this is the first time I've seen the curly one. So these are actually the fruits that it forms after it flowers. I don't think people eat the fruits. They're just ornamental, and yeah, pretty cool. And I think you can see the price tag. It's upside down, but it says $12. Probably not in focus, but yep, that's that. And then it's actually two pieces, one really tiny piece and then the larger piece right there. So, and then last but not least, I think this is probably the most expensive plant I've ever purchased, but I found a plant seller on Instagram, and I texted them to see if I could come see some of their plants, and I made an appointment and I went over and they had a lot of rare plants. So that's one reason why they're so expensive, because the plants are really tough to find. So like for example, he had Thai Constellation Monster available. He had Pink Princess available. He had the Pink Congo available. He has rare aeroids, rare cactus. He sells carnivorous plants. Yeah, just a variety of things. So let me pull this out. So I wrapped it with newspaper around the pot. I stuck 2 chopsticks in at the ends so that even though this was in the like a carry-on, so it was the one with the roller one, so it has a frame to protect anything that's in it already. So it should have been protected, but yeah, so this is it. So I also took all the trailing pieces and put them on top of the pot, because if they're, you know, hanging over, it could smash against the sides and break the trailing pieces off. Okay, so let me move them back down gently. Okay, so this one I did not take out the media for. It's not soil. This is all cocoa chips or cocoa core. I think they're cocoa chips. And he said that the roots were very thin and fragile, so it's best not to disturb it. But here it is. There's a couple common names. One is Dischidia bubbles, and so I think it's the mutation of the Million Hearts Dischidia. So the leaves kind of fold back like this, and it produces a neat look. And this plant, I think, is from discovered in Thailand, and it's pretty rare. So yeah, that's it for my plant haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, guys. Bye bye.